I'm now the chairman of Revolt right now, and I also I have 15.
You don't deserve to be the chairman.
You make a lot of money?
No.
So you've been doing this every day your whole life, and you're not making no money?
Nope.
And
Like you, Dan.
So, no, you're not like me.
What you mean? You say you don't have.
Do you have a family office? I bet my house is bigger than yours. So to say I haven't evolved than you have, but you've been sitting in the same room for 30 years, but I'm running around houses all over the world, starting companies, selling them. That's ridiculous. It's just you talking confident about stupid shit for your job.
So are you, though. Oh, answer the question. Black men can't be gay?
Black men that are gay should say they're gay.
Well, I'm not gay.
You are. How should I know? I never heard of these.
So when we ask the question...
Yo, I'm talking to him now. See what you're doing? Girls do that. Let me say this. You acting like a girl.
You move like an old auntie. You an old Harlem auntie.
I could punch you right in your face like a grown man. I won't. And then we gonna fight. You won't do shit. Some things I use as a lost leader. I gave them the book, but I didn't give them the ancillary thing. So they don't have the TV. They don't have, so I just use that as a lost leader to stimulate the other verticals.
He can't sign a book there. He probably got an imprint because he would have a boss if he had an imprint.
No, I have an imprint. What's happening to shoes?
Well, my family office got the book deal.
Debt Dash. That's his new name. You should start a new label called Debt Jam.
This is a lapse of judgment. And I'm going to tell you another thing. When you're dealing with older people, they're the last to know that things have changed.
Welcome back and what's good? This is the Furious Robinson podcast, and I'm your host, Furious, your curator of conversation, wordsmith aficionado, voted most likely to be trending down the timeline. Hit the like button early, drop a comment for the algorithm, sub to the channel. This is a Sick Times Media production. You see the planes. Dame Dash is back in the proverbial streets. Up against the Breakfast Club, DJ Envy, Charlemagne the God. Sprinkle in a little bit of Lauren LaRosa here and just hilarious. This was a masterclass in COE. This is how you create content. This is how you get the people going in real time, because this to me is all guru babble. This to me is how you essentially market your business in real time, because Dame woke it up. He said something to me that was very telling. He said lost leader. Dame Dash walked into the Breakfast Club like he was Michael Corleone, quoting The Godfather and talking mob boss tactics. But the irony to me is nasty. You can't play the Don when you're a thespian for your family office in real time. But you can't play the Don when you're a thespian for your family office in real time. I'm sorry. To me, this seems like Dame is allegedly evading taxes, because I'm calling him Dame Family Office Dash. Dame allegedly Dash. He was saying a lot of things in this interview, and I had to really think, what is a lost leader?
I can't get a job to pay it back. I got to keep investing until I could pay it back. Nothing could be in my name. They put liens on all my accounts years ago. So that's why when they said there's nothing in your account, I don't have an account. How could I open one? They liened it. Mm-hmm. So I've been building my family office. So you have no assets. I have no assets.
But before I go too crazy, let's give Dame his flowers. He's still out here pushing projects. He's got the Black Guns album 365 in circulation right now. He's still trying to platform new artists like Nicki Licky as they shoot at 50 Cent. I gotta respect Dame for still trying to put shots up, because throughout this entire interview, as him and Charla roasted each other back and forth, he was marketing his businesses. He was essentially soft selling. Dame doesn't have Rockefeller anymore, and this isn't 2002. I can respect him putting the shots up, but at the end of the day, we gotta be real.
Dame, you are a boy. That's why people don't fuck with you. You're a boy. You sit there and talk big game. I'm a boss. I'm a boss. I'm a boss. When you have to tell everybody how much of a boss you are, you're not.
So as Dame keeps talking deals, 25 episode Revolt contracts, chairman titles, but where are the numbers? Where is the proof? That's not mogul talk. That's smoke and mirrors. Lipstick on a pig. Charlemagne called him on it. He said real bosses put up their own bread. Dame said he does, but where? On Nicki Licky? On America New? Bro, who is Nicki Licky? And let's not be too disrespectful, but nobody is tapping into America New. The content is not it. He has to go and parade himself around in a suit and act like he knows financial business, or essentially debunk some of the narratives in the space that he's broke or going broke or in tax debt. I have no idea anymore, bro. There's so many stories out around Dame Dash that he essentially is creating in real time that I can't even keep up anymore.
You make a lot of money?
No.
So you've been doing this every day your whole life and you're not making no money?
Nope.
And
Like you, Dan.
So, no, you're not like me.
What you mean? You say you don't have.
Do you have a
said
family
you don't make a lot
office?
of money.
I bet my house is bigger than yours.
So when Dame tries to sit around in big time Charlemagne in the Breakfast Club saying, I bet my house is bigger than yours, let's not do that. Let's compare yourself to your peers. That's Jay-Z. That's Puff Daddy of old. That's Steve Stout. That's Jermaine Dupri. Compare yourself to your peers, because you're not in that $180 million mansion in Malibu. You're not in that big shit in Malibu. You not, Dame. You got to sit down. You comparing your life when you had houses in London, lofts in Tribeca, all via camera on Waking This Up.
I would love to have 2 lofts in Tribeca right around the corner for each other. $20,000 for this loft, $20,000 for that loft around the corner. So you got $40,000 a month for just lofts, airfare, flying everywhere. You know, I would have loved to have the biggest mansion in Alpine, New Jersey.
The interview proves exactly why Jay-Z distanced himself. When you're climbing towards $1 billion, you can't carry these types of liabilities. And that's my entire point around all of this. All the men's them can't go. I'm not bringing no liabilities with me as I make my forward progression to the top of that mountain. Jay-Z saw the signs early and said, nah, I'm going to hold off on Dame. As Dame went crazy emasculating Charlemagne for a smooth 20 to 30 minutes, I was kind of low-key disgusted, but also it was funny. But then I was like, he's selling. But then I was like, damn, he just filed for bankruptcy. Why is he not figuring his life out? It was so many different variables of where I could have took this video. But the biggest point of contention to me is this is how you get removed from a billionaire circle.
And it ain't no disrespect, but I kind of think you're gay.
I kind of figured out very early that Dame's bit as he moves in thespian time is to sell more books or whatever he has leveraged in the space. Now, a lot of things were debunked as far as him being the chairman at Revolt, as well as the 365 album being Grammy nominated. They don't even announce Grammy nominations until November. So, and I think Charlemagne tried to hold him accountable, but when you dealing with these types of OGs, quote unquote, you're not going to get through to these men. These men don't listen to anything. They're living in the Stone Age. They're living in prehistoric times. Dame Dash is currently filing for bankruptcy or already has, and he's trying to big time Charlemagne, someone making 8 figures on morning radio. This is a land of delusion. Dame is telling us fairy tale fallacies in real time, and people are actually eating this up.
Y'all still think I'm broke? I don't get it.
The interview was a masterclass. The fact that Charlemagne was able to hold Dame somewhat accountable, like, Dame, you need a massive mirror, and it's not really going to happen because this is OG rhetoric. This is barbershop street general knowledge in real time, and Dame is a master. He's the Yoda of street general knowledge. He created pause. He created all these terms that people now use in the culture. I dig it. I get it. Big Harlem. Salute. But at the end of the day, this interview was a clown show.
How should I know? I never heard of these.
So when we ask the question,
Yo, I'm talking to him now. See what you're doing? Girls do that. Let me say this. You acting like a girl.
You move like an old auntie. You an old Harlem auntie.
I could punch you right in your face like a grown man. I won't.
And then we gonna
and
fight.
you won't do shit.
So Dame is cooked to me on 3 different fronts. I can't hold you. The fact that mentally he thought this was dope to go up there and try to big time the Breakfast Club with old OG rhetoric was low-key corny. I was like, bro, this is how you operate as a businessman. Like, I get it, the family office. I get it, these multiple verticals, but I didn't see it. I wanted to see it. And then financially, you're filing for bankruptcy. Chris Brown is on that ass. Ray Lewis to a running back. I can't hold you. So I'm looking at Dame like, damn, Chris Brown, not the singer. We're not talking about the singer. We're talking about the real Chris Brown. So Chris Brown, founder and managing member of Brown & Rosen LLC out of Boston, ABC Law adjunct professor of entertainment law. Brown's entertainment practice focuses on R&B, gospel, and pop music artists, including Yolanda Adams, Fred Hammond, Bobby Brown, New Edition, and Day 26. He has negotiated music deals with Sony, Universal, Warner, Rhonda Music Publishing, RCA, and other television deals with BET, VH1, Lifetime, and Oxygen. The credentials on this lawyer are crazy. And I don't know what Dame did to this Chris Brown to have him suing him for damn near $500 million, but it's nasty outside, man. Sometimes people say things are karma, like it comes full circle. I think a lot of this can be looked at as just life coming back full circle. I say it all the time. It's not how you say things, it's how the people feel after you say it. If they feel like crap when you're telling them great information, it doesn't matter. They still felt like crap. They're not going to care. Nobody cares about what Dame is saying because he's arrogant and egotistical. Nobody's going to care about what Dame says because it's arrogant and moving with ego. And just to get to my larger point as a whole, Jay-Z was smart for distancing himself away from Dame. This is a volatile man in real time. This does not make any sense to me. Every time Dame said something crazy or salacious on The Breakfast Club, I was like, oh, Jay was right. Jay was smart to move himself away from this. This doesn't make any sense to me.
Teach. You ever heard that saying? If you're explaining, you're losing. You explain a lot.
You asked me a question. So you asked me a question. And then when I explained, so I won't, wait a second. Did that make any sense or did that sound dumb?
Yeah. And the tough thing about it is, look how easy it is to push Dame's buttons. When you're trying to make upwards of 10, 11, you're trying to make $1 billion. Let's just be real. A lot of people aren't going to see 10 million in their lifetime. Cool. I'm not here to do that. But when we're talking $1 billion, you're talking 100 million 10 times over. It shouldn't be this easy to make you mad. It shouldn't be this easy to make you emotional. You should be as smooth and as soft as the other side of the pillow. But Dame, the hypothetical street OG general information that he's giving out, having your big bro in the back ready to pack somebody out at any moment, like, that's not cool.
And it ain't no disrespect, but I kind of think you're gay.
As we head into the age of technology, the age of attention, you can't have no goofies in your circle. As you move militant and as a king, you cannot have a Dame Dash in your circle. You cannot have a court jester in your circle. Because if you're actually trying to hit $1 billion, let's just bite size it. You trying to hit $1 million. You think you're going to get to the million with the hothead around you? You think you're going to get to the million with the OG street general with the goons around them ready to pack you out? Because all those hypothetical street scenarios are goofy to me. All of that is corny in real time. And the fact that essentially the culture allows Dame to even use some of these high school scapegoats is crazy to me. We giving this grown man, he's probably about to touch 60. He's living off of 2005. This is crazy to me. This is a double entendre. This is a lost leader. This is not a boss. This is not a mogul. He is not a tycoon. What he's essentially doing, and I'll break it down in real time, he has about 4 to 5 items he's trying to get off, whether that be music, this artist, whether that be the book, whether that be a movie, and he's trying to sell it to different networks. So not only is he selling it to Revolt, he might be selling it to MTV. He might be selling it to Warner, but he only has one deal on the table, just one. But he wants these other networks to think that he's a chairman, that he has a 25 episode pilot ready to go. He wants them to think that he's ready to go because he wants a contract. He wants to sign for, my number is about 15 million. If Dame Dash figures out how to essentially leverage any one of these business ideas, these lost leaders, into a $15 million deal or better, we haven't even come close to the iceberg of who Dame Dash could really be. You think this is arrogant? You think this is ego? Just wait. But I gracefully digress. This was a case study in how not to move as an OG. We don't need big bros. We don't need big homies. Self-reflect and self-awareness is key. But you let me know what you think in the comments. Is Dame Dash good? Is he essentially cleared from debt? Because Lauren LaRosa tried to wake it up. She said, what if the debt isn't removed? You're stupid. Okay, cool, Dame. We all stupid then. We'll wait on it. Hit the like button for the algorithm. Subscribe to the channel. This is a Sick Times Media production, the Furious Robinson podcast. Stay dangerous.